Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. How's it going? I feel groggy, like I partied all night or something. I did not party all night. I slept all night. That door is an interesting door. How are you? I haven't really been making very many lives because I've been busy doing nothing. No, Michael just had his, well, not just, but had his surgery. Was that like 3 days ago? Almost 4 days ago now. And he's doing better. Every day is a better day. What the heck is that? Interesting. So yeah, I don't really have much to say other than you got to create the reality you want. You are the creator. Hello, Min. Hello, Brianna. We are the creators of our existence. And I know that's so far-fetched. And I know that we haven't been taught these things, but it is true. Hello, Carmu. It is true. And it's time for us to understand these things because we got a world to create, you know? And we got a world to create through love and compassion and understanding. There's no more of that mean competition, I'm better than you energy. Because we're all simply who we are. And that's up to you to find out and to know. I'm okay with it, Carmu. I don't care what anybody calls me. I just love. And it's really interesting because I've been feeling like these interesting energies inside of me, you know, like these last little twinges of what the old Lindsay would say or do or feel, you know? You know, the reason that we've gotten into this place, and I can say this with like, right, like backing of what I believe. It doesn't even matter what a belief is anyways. The state of the world right now is because of the programming that we have received. The programming. It's no bueno. It's no bueno at all. The programming is ridiculous. And they have used our beautiful Jesus and our beautiful Muhammad and our beautiful Buddha, you know, for reasons of control. Of course, they haven't really used Buddha because Buddha pretty much said what it was and how it was. And Buddha was before Jesus. It's time for us to understand that these religious stories, they're the same thing. They're the same story. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. From the beginning of time, y'all. We think we're so important. We are little minuscule blinks in the eye of the cosmos. You're not important, and neither am I. But you are as well, because you are creator's creation creating. How will you spend your creative energy? By letting other people, sophists, they, the elite, program and use us as their little puppets in their games? I do not have Indian origin that I know of, drifting, but I mean, who knows? Yes, you'll find a lie in belief. It's interesting, isn't it, squirrel? K1, hi, a live Gen Z looking person on YouTube. I assume I'm a Gen Z. I never understood any of that. All I know is I was born in the 80s, y'all. Nothing new under the sun. No. And for us even to think, even to entertain the idea of something coming in to save us outside of yourself. What? I mean, at some point, I believe something big will happen and something from the exterior forces will come to play, because I see that in my day-to-day, every day. Source is here with I right now, and Source is with you every minute right now. Nothing to be, nothing to search for, nothing to think about, nothing to do, nothing to change, nothing to heal, really. But you do need to cleanse your temple, right? All those things that they taught us, right? All the things that they said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. They'll laugh at you. Don't laugh like that. Oh, your laugh is ugly. What? It's my laugh. What are you even talking about? You sound like a dolphin. Okay, well, dolphin me up there, mate. I don't know. Like, what are you even thinking? Ooh, squirrel, what's the veto moment? Exactly, Flying Brian. And I say no more, because I wasn't put on this earth to help them succeed and control everything else. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope it does. But yes, statistics. Yeah, we're all little pawns in their freaking elite chess game. It's ridiculous. And if you pay attention to my YouTube channel, right? Last month, I was getting like 600 views on things, not on lives. On lives, I was getting like 2,000. Now I'm getting 5 views. Get out of here. Obviously, I'm spitting truth. But it's okay, because I'm here for the long haul. I'm here to break the matrix. And I will, and I am, constantly, every day. Every day when I choose to sit in a higher vibration instead of being like, oh, woe is me. No, I'm the creator. I got this. Yes, interesting. Existing in the moment before intent. Yes, the observer. Exactly, right? The response, not the reaction. And they constantly try to keep us in the reactive form of viewing, of living, of existing. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yes, Corey Cox, it's a thing. It's a thing. Whoa, it has to be a thing for now, for them, because they're like little crying, little evil, right? And we're like, thou shalt not pass. And they're like, watch the things that I can do to you. No, you can't do nothing to me, because I am energy and I last forever. Sure, Lindsay will die. Sure, Corey will die. But who cares about that? This is a temporal body. That's not what I confirm that is inside of me. I am not this. I am this, what is inside. And so are you. Yeah, I want to know an update, K1. For shiz, my friend. You know us. We're here. Let's see. Corey said, I just posted a video that's not been circulated at all. The proof is in the analytics and the algorithm is corrupted 100%. Well, What is part of the algorithm, Corey? Every single thing that they created. That's why it all has to fall. And it is, and it will, and it's going to. So allow Trump to do whatever Trump is doing, because it has to fall. America will fall. China will fall. Japan will fall. Russia will fall. Because there's not meant to be these things. There's not meant to be borders. We're humans. We're all put on this earth. Find where makes you the happiest, right? You can tell. You can tell when you're in an area and you're like, this ain't for me. Like, this ain't for me. It's cold. The people don't smile. And damn it, I want to love people. They're walking by. I'm like, hi. They're like, hi. Oh, man. Squirrel says the Greek translation of apocalypse means unveiling of the truth. Oh, 100%. Squirrel says it in our own Bible. We don't even have to go back. It says in our own Bible, right? It says, until the revelation of Christ, wait until the revelation of Christ. Wait and, what does it say? Meditate on these things until Christ be made manifest within you. But programming, right? Religion doesn't teach us that. They teach us John 3:16. Why not teach us John 3:14? But that's how interesting that the programming is. People have been programmed so much to see John 3:16 that they don't even question John 3:14 at all. And it's right there. That's how the sophists get us, because we are so freaking powerful that they have to sideswipe our energies from us to use it for their purposes, right? And they do that by keeping it right in front of us. We have to give our creative ability away. They can't take it. Nobody can take anything from you. You have to give it. And that's how they convince us, through music, through videos, through news, through movies, all these things. Start saying, I do not consent. Fuck. I veto that. Let's see. The veto moment, you're adjacent to the free will won't skills. To the free won't skills. What's that mean? The free won't skills? You are adjacent to the free won't skills. Next month, I'll be taking a sannyasa. You'll never see me again. Isn't that amazing? What's a sannyasa? That sounds fun. And why will I never see you again? The seals that break are the unveiling. Yes, I like that. I like that. I can roll with that. Do you believe that the seals are our energetic points of the temple? And I believe that as well, Gavin, that the seals are already broken. Consent. Yeah, I do not consent to anything from lower level energy vampire sucking peons. No more. No more. I rise against you. But it's true, I do. And I'm not doing it anymore. We don't have to follow some set of rules. Who gave you rules? You were born freaking sovereign being on this planet. And the second you were born, they give you this big ass heavy backpack that's full of, don't do that. Okay. But you know me, I'm just gonna break it all. That's the veto, to say no and not react. Exactly, Squirrel. It's all diversion. Look elsewhere. You don't have to pick up what they're trying to sell us. You don't have to pick. I am in this world, right? And I'm down here in Seattle, okay? And I hear people talking. And all I hear people talking about is how bad things are and how, how scary and all these things. And I'm like, wow, I just don't see that. I don't see that. And I don't see that because I don't entertain that. And I don't entertain that because I don't give it my energy. Therefore, it ceases to exist. Now, I know that it exists on the whole. But if everybody took the mindset of us who are in the chat and I myself, it doesn't exist anymore. Hatred doesn't exist because hatred has to be continually fed. Why are we continually feeding ourselves hatred? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And whatever religion that you want to follow, blessed be. Do it. It's glorious. Because all paths lead to source, no matter how you're doing it. Even if you don't have a religion, it's still leading you to source. It talks about it in the Bible. It talks about those who do good without even knowing what it is to do good. Those are the people. It's super fun. Okay, let's see. Let's see. That's the veto. Baba said, hello, my friend. K1 says, you leave everything society-based, so I'll be spending the rest of my life foaming on mountains, though there are many Astra mountains, if you K. That sounds extremely amazing, K1. And what's your thought pattern behind that? Like, what are you, like just a yogi in the mountains? Is that what we're thinking here? The hidden third party wants to become the witness, the implementation, then is to not give it energy. Yes. Herbert says, Senate Bill 504 by Senate Warner Hamilton became law this week, officially prohibiting marriage in the state of Oklahoma before the age of 18. I thought you had to be 18 to get married anyways. So, yay. You seem excited about it, so that's cool. I dig that. And don't allow us to freely travel the world. That belongs to us. Right, Corey. And they charge us for water. And they tell you you can't collect rainwater. And they tell you that you can't build this on your land. What? Something is amiss here. We got to raise up. And I know there's other things going on in the world. I know that there's other opportunities, and I allow source energy to unfold within my existence the betterment of all. Like, I'm in for it. I'm in for it. Right? It's here. Let's see. It says, that's the tapping into the unconditional love. Right? Because unconditional love, it doesn't see. Right? In the beginning of this religion propaganda programming, what did they eat from? The tree of knowledge between good and evil. Before that, there was no good or evil. God created it all. Oh, don't tell anybody that. He did not. He did not create evil. Yeah, read your Bible. Sorry. Sometimes I just get so like, stop following like sheep. Ask questions. Oh, what? Oh, Baba, my hair is always white. It's been white since I was 24 years old. Hello, Simply. I'm doing very well. My husband is doing very well. Every day he's getting better, and that makes me extremely happy. Yeah, so I'm just here and whatever. I don't know. Thank Wada. Yay. Have a great day, my friend. What's face sitting? Is that a sexual term? That might be a sexual term. I don't know. Okay, let's see. K1 says, no, I realized my karmas with my family and people around me are finished now. I was just talking about this the other day, how like things are in your life for a reason, and you have to remember that when it is time to be done, you need to let go. My friend Elijah, it is time to let go. He has fulfilled the purpose in my existence. No more. No more. It's really interesting, right? But you have to really acknowledge that it's no more. Because if you keep trying to grasp, no, you know, it's not where it's at. I'm going to get my water. Oh my goodness, you guys. Today is Michael and I's 5-year anniversary. Can you believe that? 5 years? 5 years? 5 freaking years? 5 freaking years of marriage to this son of a gun? I think I'm going to order some food because I'm kind of hungry and I have to do it before 11. I got a little bit more time. What should I order? Get your water, dum-dum. That's what you got that for. Brr. Ada. Ada. Oh, man. Let me see what you said. Sorry. What are your opinions about the fact that we only become more religious and start believing more in God when we find ourselves in trouble? Oh, man. Well, that's the truth, right? I understand that. Like, we tend to be like, oh, God, help me out of this. Right. But when we're doing good, we're just like, look at me doing my own life. Okay. Remember the King of Babylon? Okay. You remember that guy? He was epically amazing. Now I'm talking about biblical story. He was epically amazing, right? Until when? When did the fall of Babylon happen? Do you guys remember the story? Because it's all an algorithm anyways. Sure, Ryan. I've always said that America is Babylon, and it will fall, as everything always does, right? It's a cycle of source energy. Well, he fell in that story because he brought a bunch of friends over and was like, oh, look what I did. Look what I did. Look at this beautiful mountain. Look at these beautiful plants. Look at this beautiful everything. Look at all this beautiful stuff. Yeah, I'm so amazing. I did all these amazing things. God said, oh, you did you? Boom, gone. And not because he wasn't giving respect to something outside of himself, but because he wasn't giving respect to what's inside of himself. By the grace of God, we do these things. By the grace of God, not religion, source, energy, frequency. By the grace of God, I am here to share with you why I'm here. I am a transmuter of energy. I'm here to be a mirror for everybody to be authentically you. Be authentically you. I met a guy the first night that I was here, somebody that nobody probably would have ever talked to. He had jail scrubs on. He looked like he was just, whatever, doing the methylene. But I spoke to him and I shook his hand. Because that's what Jesus would do. Because we are love and we fail to love, which means we fail to love God, not religion. And what he say to me, he said, I just wish that everybody would be who they really are. What? I gave that dude a high five. He says like, yeah, I agree with you. That's what it's about. That's how you walk into the new world, by being authentically you, no matter who it agitates, no matter who looks at you and says, oh my God, no matter what, because who cares? Those who matter won't care, and those who don't care don't matter, or something like that. Hello, in and out. Yeah. Let's see. K1 says, if you see a sudden purple with white pointing light, you know who is calling you. Definitely not on YouTube Live. Purple, huh? I see blue. I see neon blue. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Archetype of the crazy matriarch. Matriarch. Tell me more, Ryan. Did you wash your hands afterwards? Did I wash my hands after what? I'm a very avid hand washer, so I'd go ahead and say yes. I wash my hands afterwards. Simply says, what according to you is the apt reason for us to be born? What is the purpose of our lives? I can't tell you what the purpose of your life is, Simply. I can only tell you what the purpose of Lindsay's life is. And I'm going to be a little bit honest with y'all. I really don't know what that is either. I know it has something to do with love. It has something to do with philosophia, and it has something to do with assistance to the masses, right? Hello, Arcturian, what does that mean? Jeffrey walked so we can run, gentlemen. Tell me more about this. Hello, Treetop. I haven't seen you in a grip of a long time. How are you, And it says, I used to be a Pentecostal, but I got bit one Sunday. You got bit by what? The truth bug? The truth bug? I think I'm going to share this. Hold on one second. I am going to share that with my friend because my friend texted me this morning. He's like, I need to talk. I don't know. The religion is dissolving around me because it's not real. And nothing can stand at the end of the days that isn't real. What is real? We're all freaking frequency, y'all. A bunch of millions of little molecules just waving around. And whatever you don't give your energy to ceases to exist. I'm telling you, this is the real thing. Quantum physics. Science backs this. You got to do a little deeper. The programming doesn't work anymore. I'm doing very good. Oh, Michael just had surgery to remove that cancer out of his liver. It's been a hard recovery for him because it took like 5 hours longer to get in there and get it all out. So it's really interesting. Oh, you got bit by a serpent. Interesting. Tell me more. You know our lives are for communication, right? Because we're better together. That's why my name is We Rise Together, because we're all a little piece. We're all a little piece of the fabric, right? That creates the grand tapestry of what we call life. It's very exciting. No, Monarch. No, I cannot. Because to be honest, I believe that Catholicism, you know, like the Vatican and stuff, I believe that's the hub of the. Otherwise, why the frick do they have massive amounts of money when there's poor people out here? That's not what God said we were to do. Why do they hide 1 million books from us? Because we cannot see that knowledge. Because if we seen that knowledge, we could see through them. Be careful. Be careful. Because love is the way. And who are you? Inside. You are love. That's it. The end. Start showing that. Start showing that to people. No, you submit to Rome. Do you hear the words? Think about Rome. And think about the words that you're saying. Submit. Why would a sovereign being submit to anything outside of themselves? You're being led astray, my friend. It's okay, though, because I love you. I love you. It's cool. It's cool. Hi, 313. God bless you as well. Oh, Excel. Hi. All my little friends are coming in. Super fun. Super fun. In many countries, and we're founded in 30. I mean, Monarch, I get it, and I get what you're saying, and I understand the feeling behind it. Yes, Excel, but not really delusional, but just pretty intensely, I guess in your guys' terms, in societal terms would be crazy, but I'm amazing. I really, truly am. And if you knew me in real life, you would know these things. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but, I like that. An art teacher, for sure, right? I could roll with that. I just think that we should most definitely start asking the question, why? That's really all. Why? 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 And then start, who am I? I is God. And it's backed. It's backed by religious scriptures across the board. It's closer than your own skin. What can be closer than your own skin? Well, we're told that source energy is God, but yet we don't believe it. We continue. Jesus himself said, if somebody tells you to look outside, look in the sky for it, well, then the birds will get there first. If somebody tells you to look in the ocean, well, then the fish will get there first. Better yet, it's inside of you. Why don't we listen to these things? Why is that not taught in school? Or not in school, but in church and in school. Okay, make it everywhere. Let's see. Vivek, hello, my friend. And says, now I follow Nicholas McKins instead of serpents. He is the real deal. His meditation saved my life. 100%. Meditation will save your life because that is where you commune with God. And not God as religion has created it. Source, energy, creator of all. Of all. It's interesting. Hello, Garb. No, it's not a cult stream. Nope, this is you are open to believe whatever it is you want, and I absolutely love you regardless. And it doesn't even matter anyways in the first place. Right? Like, we're just humans, and we're trying. And we're just trying our best. I'm talking about religion right now because so many of our fellow humans are stuck in this religious propaganda of control. No, thank you. Excel says, not every thought in your head is a spiritual breakthrough. I agree with you. Excel, your frequency has changed. Why? Unless you're a different Excel. You could be a different Excel than I know that comes into my lives. Oh, tell me about Nicholas II. Tell me. Jesus is source, yes. And so is Allah, and so is Muhammad, and so is Joseph, and so is, and so are you. What are your thoughts about Swami Vivekananda? I don't know Swami Vivekananda. I know, I don't know. Talk to me about him, yeah? Oh, yeah. Well, two things that roll with that. Number one, the sophists don't like me to get out there to the public because it glitches the matrix, right? Their matrix. So they hold me back. So they do it on purpose. Like yesterday. Okay. So here's one amazing thing. Now this doesn't have to do with sophists like trying to block me connecting with people. This has to do with my energetic field. I get into the elevator here at the hotel. I'm on the 4th floor. Okay. So I get into the elevator and I push a button and it stays white. And I was like, oh, dang, I know. I have to put my card on and then push number 4. So I put my card on, I push number 4. It starts to go and then stops. And stops. Literally, it just stops. I glitch everything out because my frequency level is extremely high. It doesn't matter what anybody says to me about who you think I should be and who I shouldn't be and how you're whatever. I'm just following that small, still voice inside of myself that is source energy. And the way I know that it is true is everything is always working out for me. Everything. As it should, because it is our birthright. You're not meant to have a crappy life. Is it doing better now? Because man created religion. Man created religion, Hindi. No, Hindivi. I love it. Hey, Ayan. Hassan. Woo. I love that we're all here. You know who I really want to see is I want to see Sizzle. So let's all call Sizzle in. Come on, Sizzle. Ayan, you poor thing. I'm doing very well. Kay, how are you, my dear friend? Oh, HU meditation. It's a real type of meditation. Is that a shorter for a longer word of meditation? Meditation will change your existence. It doesn't, through my eyes, it really doesn't matter what kind of meditation. I really liked Yoga Nidra. That was epic. I sure went to different places there. But you know how let's see, they can't take our energy without us giving it to them. Movies like Doctor Strange, The Green Mile. There's a bajillion of them out there. But little by little, they're convincing us to give away our power. It's goofy. Swami Vivekananda is a person that talks about non-duality. So what are your thoughts about non-duality? Yes, I'm on board, Vivek, for non-duality. We're all one. It's all one. Every single thing comes from one, right? So here's the one. And then we're all these, imagine little like jellyfish tentacles, okay? Say this, right? This is the one. And a bajillion little jellyfish tentacles, right? That, yes, duality, right? Non-duality, right? So yeah, Corey says, I discard it all and reside in the stillness of my own awakening. Bingo, 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 bingo. Corey got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gold star, Corey. I'm putting it on your chest. Keep you. Let's see. Why making kids feel great, but raising them is stressful? Oh, my goodness gracious. You are 100% true on this one, Simply. Right. Let's see. Hindvi says, you can't defend your own word game. Neither the Joshua Project. Tell me more about what you're talking about, please, if you don't mind. Raising kids is stressful. I have 7 of them. So yeah, I understand. But I'm like the bestest substitute teacher ever. Or auntie. I'm the bestest auntie ever. But raising them is a lot more. I think it's because kids are really taxing. They're like the biggest energy vampires of all, and they don't even understand that they are energy vampires. And it doesn't even matter anyways because they come from your own body. I do know that having children isn't really a blessing like that. Like everybody's like, oh, what a blessing from God. And I'm like, have you read the Bible? Because not once do they say it's a blessing from God. What they do say is woe to those who are with child. Excel says two-faced, contradictory, and delusional. Those are 3 very beautiful words. Two-faced explanation, contradictory explanation again, delusional. Yes. Please hand me more meat for these words. What do you mean? Kay says, I am sure you are in the best of your positive energies, dear. Well, it's been a rough go. This week has been rough. And to be honest, yesterday I was feeling very sad. And the day before too, like cry sad. And I'm like, wait a minute, why are you feeling this way? Oh, you want to know why? It's because Lindsay has been conditioned that she needs people in her life to be okay. And now sitting here in this hotel room for a week by myself with nobody to sleep with, nobody to touch me, nobody to tell me, oh, you look so cute, nobody to say, I love you. And I'm like, oh. And then I was like, no way, get the freak out of here. That is programming, and I do not consent. You are not alone. You are all one. Tap into that inner source that you are, right? Oh, bright blue light. Seriously, it's a thing. So I appreciate coming on here with you guys because I'm not just sharing my energy with you. To be honest, you guys are sharing your energy with me because we do rise together. I am not important or especially more important than you. You are just as important as I am in this existence. I don't come here really teaching much because you guys teach me a lot more than I think many believe and understand. Let's see. She talks about duality like she didn't just pick a side ever. Okay, hold on. She talks about duality, okay, like she didn't just pick a side. What side did I pick? And I'm only doing this for clarification, Excel, because you might be catching me in something, some old thread of the Lindsay existence. So yes, let's move forward with this. What are we thinking? So tell me more, okay, Excel? I say, awaken to duality, but still allergic to being wrong, okay? Hello, Frahman from Saudi Arabia. You're welcome here. Daisy says, who's the greatest king, Jesus, Elvis, or Burger? Oh, Burger King. That's funny. Well, for the sake of this question, I'm going to say Jesus out of those. But Jesus is in Elvis and the Burger King. So I don't know. Three in the same. Is that the Trinity, sir? Just playing. What does the Bible say about marriage? That's quite interesting. What version do you want? Do you want what was told to Moses? Okay, so what was told to Moses was to get married because they was like born in this and this and this and this and this and this, like multiple women, right? And so God gave Moses marriage to try and hone in their ridiculous behaviors, okay? In the gospel, Jesus says, you do error and know nothing about the scriptures to do with marriage, because in the resurrection, we will not be given in marriage because it's not something that I requires. It's something the flesh requires, marriage. Yeah. So in the resurrection, we will be as the angels, not given in marriage or anything, because the true marriage is within you. It's the bridegroom, right? And the bride, which is the male and female aspects of yourself, which can also roll into the Kundalini. It's really interesting. It's all the same thing. Oh, I know, Kay. Well, because I'm dissolving things of Lindsay. She sees beyond duality, but can't see her own contradiction. Okay, Excel. I'm not going to talk to you anymore because you're not giving me the meat of it. What is it exactly that I did that makes you believe that? Because you keep just saying these little tidbits, right? That don't give any like girth to like what you're trying to say. I know my words aren't the bestest out here in the world, but hey, neither were Moses's. Remember? He's like, I'm not very good at speaking, y'all. And so God gave him Aaron. Well, not gave him, but because it was a brother, but still same thing. Persona says psychologically, how to tell your children how much you hate them. Answer interracial marriage. Ask an interracial child the secret of hearts, and they will say, no one cared about me. What? That sounds horrible. I have interracial nieces and nephews, and I can't imagine that they think that. Why would they think that? Because the mixing of the white and the black, is that what we're talking about? Gosh, we're all mixed together at this point. You do realize that, right? Oh, that's cool, Osama. Corey says, duality would require multiple points of absolute control, ultimately eliminating absolute control altogether. For God to be a title of deity, he has to be in total and absolute control. I like that. Hashtag, you took your thing out. Simply, 7 says, 7, that's a lot. You know I was happy with 2. Wish I were more careful, but no, I was confident on my skill. And look, I have the 3rd now. Jesus is the only way to heaven. Where is heaven, Caleb? He is the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus is the only one true God. It's quite interesting that you say that. So everybody in the world is wrong if they don't believe in Jesus. That doesn't make sense to me. Jesus is love. You think Jesus would be like, you're not coming over here because you believe in Allah. Jesus is not going to say that. Jesus is going to say, come on, my brother, let's go. Right? Because it's the contents of the heart that is measured. Her beliefs are just reflections of whoever she last spoke to. I spoke to Source. What is marriage, love, or attachment? It depends on where your ego is, Vivek. Hindi says, why are you propagating Christianity using spirituality of India and Indian knowledge? Don't you have anything of your own? No, because it's all one. Hind, it's all connected. The 12 tribes were scattered abroad. Therefore, we have 24 different religions that are talking about the same thing. Those with eyes to see can see. But it's only one by one. Hi, Spitfire! Woo! Welcome in, Kay. I know masculine energy goes to other feminine energy. I'm kind of behind in things. I'm going to go fast. You have solid ground, ma'am. I see you agree with every religion. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? I'm freaking Source, bro. Source. Source doesn't care about if you're a Christian or a Catholic or a Muslim. Source cares about your soul. Get out of here with that. Great to see you as well, Spitfire. Double-faced people. Yeah. Hints is a slaffy face. I do remember you, Spitfire, for sure. For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's really interesting. And as you start reading like the different religious books, you can see it's the same story. It is, and it is. Got to be drinking the water. I hope you guys are drinking water. That is mentioned in the Bible, yes. The 12 tribes, right? He scattered them abroad to spread the gospel. And what is the gospel? It's not the gospel of Jesus. You guys know this, right? It's the gospel of peace. Jesus, when he was younger, he went into the temple and he started preaching. What did he start preaching from? What does it say in the Bible? He started preaching from the Gospels. Interesting, because don't they teach nowadays that the Gospels are from Jesus? Then how the heck was Jesus preaching from the Gospels, y'all? It's the same story. Come on, it's time to wake up. But it doesn't matter either, because this channel isn't about religion. Religion kills God. This channel is about source energy of what we are. I do support Israel on both standpoints of my thought of what Israel is. To Israel, source energy Israel is Israel. Not a place, not a physical place on this planet, but a people. And they're the people, like it talks about in the Quran. Excuse me. They're the people who truly know what source is. Israel. Now, do I support Israel as the locale and the people that are getting what are we even doing on this planet? My brothers and sisters are being killed left and right everywhere, and nobody freaking cares. I don't understand. I don't understand why we don't care. I don't understand why we're not saying, whoa, pump the brakes, that's too much. Why are we not? Why are we not? And then you get these people who are protesting things like this, but then they're protesting like, I hate Trump, hate Trump. That doesn't, it defeats the purpose. Love. Love is the only way we get out of the predicament that we're in right now. Love and acceptance and understanding and compassion. You believe what you believe, and I freaking love you for it. Not for that, but because you are me and I am you. Let's see. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's your belief. We say whole world are kids of 7. Grandfather, do you believe it? Does your source say that? Who was your ancestors before 3,000 years? Our lineage data is in Hawar. Do you have any? Listen, are you talking about my fleshly corporal body? Because I've been many a persons before this body. Many a persons. So have I been a part of your sect, Hind? Yeah. For sure, I could say that. Maybe that's why I believe in so many different things. Maybe that's why I'm an omniist. Maybe that's why I don't sign into the ridiculous religious propaganda to keep us against each other. Because if we really do empower the non-duality of existence, you are me and I am you. Why would I want to hurt you? Why would I care if I think you're right or wrong? Nobody really knows what's going on here. Truly. You know that, right? Nobody really knows what's going on. User says, no disrespect intended, but do you have ADHD? Probably, but never diagnosed. You know what I mean? I don't think ADHD is something that we should diagnose like it's something wrong. ADHD, I think, is the superpower. How many things can you get done? Now, ADHD with all the fake, gross processed food and without grounding and without acknowledgement of source energy of what you are, that can be some scatterbrain stuff. I have lived in that. Dude, there used to be a moment in my life where I literally could not sit down and relax until everything was done. Sometimes I would work, like, say if it was a day to be home, in my house for like 7 hours before I actually sat down for an hour before the kids got home. maybe 6 hours, but still. I'm so glad I'm not that person anymore. Let's see. Kay says, I most often say, oh God, help me, God. God is great, despite not being a Christian. And you, as you should, Kay, because that's what your heart is telling you. Hey, call for this. Trust who you are. Trust that inner voice, because it's you. Tommy says, I love the word source, zero baggage, and suitable metaphysical system. Yes. Well, that center point is where we're trying to get to. Let's see. Excel, source energy. What you even talking about? No, source energy is God. But I tend to use source energy more because God has a trigger within it, because man has used it as a fault, like negative. I kill you in the name of God. I rape you in the name of God. What? I don't know. Source energy. I love you. Okay, Excel. Love you. Thank you for talking. Yes, Shanti is on me. Maximus. I don't remember you, but welcome. Welcome, welcome, my friend. I haven't eaten anything yet today. Geet, you're from Dubai. How fun. How are you? Jesus Christ is king, for sure. Hi, lone survivor. Who created you? Are you male or female? I am neither, Jerry. I'm neither female nor male. And who created me? The creator. Do I know who that is? No. Do you know who that is? No. Will we eventually know who that is? Maybe. Hind says, do you even know why all three cults are burying and raising the dead and making them vampire ghosts? Did you know that it is possible? No. And I do not consent to such things. No, thank you. Hind says, follow Vedic trend. Yes, I am learning. I'm learning, right? Brahma's my favorite creator. Yes. They both are exact opposite. Well, there has to be an exact opposite because there's always that coin, two sides, always, until you realize that those two sides on the coin is truly just that one coin spinning so fast. Non-duality. It's super fun. Jesus is great. Yes, Cheyenne. Yes. You believe in God. I believe in both, and in both. I believe in both. What? You believe in God. I believe in both, and universal powers. I have witnessed the universe telling me something in a very unusual way. For sure, Kay. For sure. I believe in both. Believing in God is an interesting thing. Because I don't believe in God as in religion, because I believe religion kills God, okay? Religion was created for control purposes. It is time for us to understand these things and to acknowledge them and move forward through what source really is, and that's just love and creative capabilities. I could tell you 1,000 things in my life that have happened that I'm like, oh, okay. Like, what? God is real, but not God as in religion. God as in creator of all creation, Lord of Lords, King of Kings, the one, which we all get into anyways. Sure, Peter. I'm not a Bible basher. What's a Bible basher? And your royal says, you're all a bunch of brainless, silly buffoons with no taste, nothing but runts. I tell you, runts. My cousin used to use the word runt all the time. You're like, get away from me, you runt. Yeah, sure. I'd like to say that I'm here to mirror. So the fact that you see that in me means that you see that in yourself, which is okay. Because we're here to learn and we're here to grow. Hind said the implied meaning of creator is an entity. Entities are never a true God. Do you even realize how messed up your word and knowledge of words are? I mean, Hind, are you really judging me right now? Do you realize how messed up that is? I mean, sticks and stones, right? I honor you in whatever it is you believe in. Know that 100%. And the reason why I honor you in what you believe in is because I am you, and I love you, and I support you unconditionally. Do you hear those words? Unconditionally, no matter what. That's a feeling that we haven't really felt that much in this world. It's usually with stipulations. I'll love you if you do this. I love you if you believe this. I support you if you do you know what I mean? Whatever it is you want to do, I support you. I support everybody. Because that's the way we're to be. That is what it is to be Christ-like. You're in your journey, just like I'm in my journey, and they're in their journey, and they're in their journey, and none of it really matters. The only thing that matters is source energy, where you came from, stardust. The whole entire universe is inside of you. But we have been programmed to be small. We have been programmed to be in boxes. We have been programmed to not understand our divinity. And it's goofy. It's very, very goofy. There's a difference between Brahma, Brahman, and Brahmin. Yes. Lone survivor, please remind me. Because I would love that. I didn't bring my journal, so I can't write these things down because I love it when I learn from you guys. Okay, Kay says, I believe God is universal powers that automate the whole world. I can roll with that, my friend. User 4545. So by that theory, the recent gender confusion explosion is all about control? No, user. It's, well, maybe. But from my standpoint, from my point of view, the gender confusion explosion is because the time is now. And we have all lived multiple lifetimes as male and female. Like me, you guys seen me for a long time now. I am more male than female, okay? That is because I have been male more in my past lives. Now in this life, thank God, Allah, whatever, it doesn't matter, that I can see through the veils of confusion. And that I know, okay, so I have a vagina, so I'm a female right now. Does that even really matter at the end of the day? No, it doesn't. I'm both male and female. I have them both inside of me. And I think that's what the gender confusion is that people aren't equipped with these understandings that we hold both inside of ourselves. And if you want to be a femme male, who cares? Why did we put these rules and regulations on people? It's so much to where they're like, could you imagine if we didn't judge people who were, say, feminine males or masculine females? They wouldn't feel the need to change themselves, their anatomy. Now, this is just what Lindsay is spitting. You know what I mean? I don't know what kind of truth there is to that. But that's kind of what I feel. Tommy says, may my meditation be sweet to him. I will be glad in the Lord. Psalms 104:34. Isn't that beautiful? And then Christians are like, don't meditate. It's bad. Don't believe in crystals. It's bad. Even though they talk about it all over the place in the Bible. So yes, thank you, Tommy. Hint says words can mess with the perception. 100%. Words are irrelevant in source energy. You can't even try to understand. Did you know that was the ancient meaning of atheism? You know how like everybody's like, oh, you're an atheist? No, the original meaning of atheism is that there's something that created everything, but I can't even try to understand what that something was or is or will be. That's the true root of atheism. But then they started killing people, as they always do, in the name of God. Oh, my loves. I agree with you, Hind. I agree with you. Lone survivor. Brahma is the ultimate truth, reality, and Brahman is the Hindu god, which is supposed as the creator of this world. And Brahmin is a class like priest class. Okay, interesting. Okay. I knew Brahman. So Brahma is the ultimate truth. I knew I was like brought to that. You know how you're always, it's the UBT, the Universal Breadcrumb Trail. You're always being led to something amazing. XYZ, so much love, my friend. Why does Christianity distributed in different segments? Why does tell me what you mean, Kay. Bam Bob. Reincarnation is bunkum. I would assume bunkum means not real to you. That's okay. Bam Bob, every single one of us is making it back to source energy, whatever that is to you. Whatever that is to you. That's why it says in the Bible, like, you go with your God and I'll go with my God and we'll meet. Because it really doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get there. And where is there? To the acknowledgement that you are source energy. You are creator's creation creating. As I toot. Lone Survivor said, have you ever heard of the naturist movement? No. What is that, Lone Survivor? Teach me more. No. Read your... Bam Bob, do you read what kind of religious book do you read, my friend? Because if you're reading the Bible, you have to read it more. Okay? Because heaven and hell are here right now for you to choose right now. That's why you have free will. What do you choose? Do you choose to live in hell, which you can, and it's okay? Or do you choose to live in heaven? It's okay. Either which way, it does not come after you die. I mean, maybe it does too, but you have that power now. Yes, XYZ. I was just talking. Were you here when I was talking about atheism? I gotta stretch my feet out, but this is a weird table, so we're gonna adjust ourselves a little bit. Okay, in Indian reference, I can tell you the meaning of atheism. Oh, please do, Lone Survivor. You know this. Hi, Catman. Okay, I heard here the other day, it is easier to say what God is not than to say what God is. I think I agree. Okay, so to you, what are the things that God is not? That's perfect, Catman. That's a great, and everybody else chime in too. What do you think God is not? Yay, so much love to you as well. Zyran, be not afraid of those who can destroy the body. Yes. For if they persecuted Christ, so shall they persecute you. Yes, through faith we shall rise again. Yes, and that rising, I believe, is upon us. Otherwise, why would this be happening to me? I don't think you guys understand how difficult this awakening, remembering has been. Everything has been stripped away from me. From because none of it is relevant. Sure, it's fun. We're here, sadhana, right? Do our thing, but I'm going to die. Lindsay will die, and so will her children, and so will her grandbabies. Don't you understand? There's something else going on here. Nora Nicole, you graduated! Yay! Everybody say congratulations to Nora Nicole. I'm so happy for you. Are you happy? The next pages of your life. Kay Sandhu, who told you that I was male in a previous life? Okay. I don't know if Christianity or the Bible believe in reincarnation, but there is a verse in the Bible where I believe it was Peter says that he dies daily waiting for us to make the choice to become Christ consciousness. Okay. Now, obviously I'm ad-libbing. It doesn't say exactly that, but you can read it. You can find it. I don't remember where it is exactly, but that led me to believe, okay, maybe. And originally I went and seen a shaman who put me in, I don't know, if I should tell the story right now. I've told it so many times before. I feel like Ram Dass when he's like, I've said the story a lot of times. So fast forward version of the story. My back was in a lot of pain. I've had a lot of back problems all my life, right? 5 years ago, Mike and I were going to get married. We went to Florida this was right after I won the lottery from a meditation, y'all. From a meditation. Okay. So I get to Florida and I decide we're going to go see a shaman. So I go and see the shaman and she does her thing all over me. And she's like, oh, interesting. She said, you have an extremely large karmic sword in your back. I said, what? She said, yeah. She says, you have been killed numerous times for speaking your truth throughout the years. Okay. She said, do you give me permission to remove it? I was like, yeah. So she removes this karmic sword. Okay. No back pain since then, ever. And I have suffered with back pain my entire life. Bad back pain, like walking weird, it's entities. It is dark parasites that get stuck on you that suck your creator source energy out of you. I know it's far-fetched, but I'm telling you this because I have lived this life. I have seen it with my own eyes. Okay. So after that acknowledgement of previous lives from the shaman person, I was let into a couple other of my previous lives and the previous life that I decided to fall asleep in. Because that's what we all are. We've been awake since the beginning. Well, no, sorry. We have been here since the beginning, not necessarily awake. That's why the Bible says the first will be last and the last will be first. The first ones to fall asleep will be the last ones to wake up in the end times. The last ones to fall asleep will be the first ones to wake up in latter days, which is now. Bam Bob says the only place we will meet is in hell. Then I will not meet you, my dear friend, because I don't reside there. Example, when I was talking to those people the first night that I was here, the guy was like, oh my gosh, Seattle's crazy. And he was telling me all these crazy things that he ran into. Creepy, crazy things like, ew, no thank you. And I was like, what? I've not even seen this at all. And yet I have not seen it. And I've been here for 4 days now because he lives in hell. I live in heaven. And you could tell it, not in a judgmental way to the person, but he had extremely dark circles under his eyes, a very yellowish tint. You can see people in their temples. Come on, you can see. Hint says he is right. Somewhere have you seen a tree becoming a plant again? I also believe things never reverse. Interesting. Process is a process. Yeah, and process moves forward. I can agree with that. And path of soul is irreversible. 100%. I believe that. Even Indra had a path that he can't escape from. A truth. Yes. Kay says, I don't believe in atheism as you disrespect the creator or God. Now, Kay, that atheism is the atheism that they have created for you to be adverse to it. The number 666, the number 13, the swastika. There's a lot. There's a lot that they have taught us are bad. But really, if you do a little research, they're actually not bad. They teach us that they're bad so we don't touch them for control purposes. Got to get there. I am not the body and I am not the mind. 100% XYZ. Catman said, God is not evil. God is not human. God is, God is not of our understanding, and so on. God is not hate. As you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so shall you be. I love that. That's beautiful. I don't know, Lone Survivor. As found in the catacombs. Yes, all these things. XYZ. In Hinduism, Charvaka was known as a rishi, means saint. Even he was an atheist. He's given Charvaka philosophy. God does not exist. I can agree with that as well. God as religion does not exist. But there's something. Something created us. We didn't just magically appear, right? Or maybe we did. The Big Bang thing that happens when we have babies, right? Have you ever seen that? When a sperm goes into the egg, Big Bang. Interesting. So is that what the Big Bang, micro to macro? I don't know. Well, what kind of God, Jeet? God as in religious propaganda or God as in creation? Who is your God? What do you believe in? Because really, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. What do you believe in? Can't you guys see that? We're 8 billion different people. Tear alert. We're 8 billion different people going through 8 billion different ways to think, look, and feel about very similar things that we're going through. All for what? For the process of understanding of who you really are and what you really are. And it's okay if you don't believe that, because to me, it doesn't matter. I support you in whatever it is you believe, because that's what unconditional love is. The big boom. God is within, not without. 100%, Jeet. Yes. Yeah, right? But yet, Christians steady be waiting for Jesus to come from the clouds. Did you know an ancient meaning of the word cloud is crowd? And did you know recently I have found confirmation in the Bible of using crowd for cloud? They used it. There was a cloud of people. What? The blot thickens. Or does it thin? The veil is removed. I love it. Let's see. Catman says there must be an unmoving mover to first create motion. There must be an unmoving mover. So what would that be? Just a pew, right? Like just a pew. Anywho, I should probably go. I'm going to go hang out with Michael. He's in the hospital and I'm just chilling. Here. See, this is my view. It's a beautiful view. Well enough. But this is city. And you know me, I'm a country bumpkin. Oh, I missed your comment. Okay, I'm going up. Okay, thank you for the reminder. Oh, hello, Sun Reiki. Tralero, tralala. Jeet says, stop blasphemy. I didn't see that either. I don't blaspheme at all. To blaspheme means to play God. No, thank you. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for you. Okay. I don't... are you talking about the atheism one? Because I did comment on that. Oh, no, here it is. One guy was killed with a bullet on his head. In his next birth, he had a bullet mark on his head. Yeah, okay. It's a thing. Truth. God or the principle of creation. View is I know, grunt. Freaking Washington, I'm getting out of here. That which manifested first is the physical world. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I'm going to Louisiana with a banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna. I don't know if that's why you were saying that, but XYZ says, Hindu scriptures can also tell about Illuminati. Agreed. I think God of Ashras, Shukraya, can be compared to the illumination in many ways. He has also one eye, and Illuminati is also represented in one eye. Yes, the cycles repeat over and over and over. And the cool thing is that with all of the YouTube and internet and all these cool things that we can do, say, and be, they can't lie to us anymore. But the is so freaking deep that some people will get irately PO'd if you try to take away their belief system. So for those people, that is why the world is in the mess that it's in right now, is because people either learn, ascend through wisdom or chaos. I choose wisdom. I don't know about y'all, but I choose wisdom. Yes, I have been here many lifetimes. Yes. And do you know how hard, you hear the waver in my voice, it has been to get to a point to honor who I am. And I am that I am. But to honor that in truth is really hard because people really hate. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not trying to be mean to anybody. I don't be mean to anybody. You know what I mean? But still, you say that you're Christ consciousness. Woo! Be careful, y'all. Because people will freak. People do freak, and it's okay. The Illuminati was a group of people originally that believed in source energy being within you and not without you, and they were like the protectors of the ancient scripts, like the Holy Grail and the Templars and all that kind of stuff. Now, as with almost anything that I have seen and learned about in our history of existence, that something starts out amazingly good and it gets tainted. Why? Is it the cycle? Is it meant to get tainted? Is that the song that never ends? Is that the continuation of O? Because that's what I call source. Oh. Is it? I don't know. Meryl Streep. Funny. Are they could be aliens? Sure, why not? I'm an alien, y'all. I wholeheartedly believe I'm from the planet Mintaka. Just so many things. Now, as I say that, I'm actually getting like a little blurb in my Coco that says, I haven't been given any more confirmation of being from Mintaka for like 2 years. Perhaps I just resided on Mintaka. I don't know. And at the end of the day, this is what I want to say, leaving the live. 1, none of us know what's going on for real. None of us really know the truth. Number 2, to me, the truth that sets you free is acknowledging the truth that none of us know what's going on at all. Number 3, love who you are. Be authentically you. Don't listen to the programs. Don't listen to what society says you should or shouldn't do. Obviously, you shouldn't kill people. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is if you want to go outside in a bright pink dress with rainbow lemons all over it, with an umbrella of a kitty cat, with some squeaky shoes, who cares? Do you? Don't let people look at you, or people will look at you regardless, because you are being authentically you. Just be who you are. It's source. 'Tis not I, XYZ. This is just Lindsay. Lindsay has, done drugs and hurt people and had a lot of kids. Lindsay does these things. Hi, my daddy. Everybody say hi to father. Hi, Dad. I'm actually going to be leaving soon, so you just came in at the end. I hope you are well. I love you, and I can't wait to see you. Michael's doing a lot better today. So just be authentically who you are. If you want to skip down the aisle at Target humming a little ditty, do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do, then do it. Because I can guarantee you the people who are sitting there like, oh my gosh, did you just see what she was doing? They are not happy within themselves, because you can see people by their fruits. Okay? Oh, I agree, Doug. I agree. Feed the poor and commit to not repeat it. I like that. You look like you should be on American Money. I don't know what American Money is. Clear blue, but okay. Well, that's the interesting thing, Doug, is that everybody is worried about other people and what they're thinking about you, but those other people are really thinking, oh, I wonder what they're going to think about me. So it's like this cycle of poo-poo, when really we should all just do what we want to do, be who you want to be, work where you want to work, say what you want to say, and the end. Love and light, my friends. Love and light. Love and light. Kay says, let's see. Zebula says, what do you call a broccoli? A fridged stalker. Kay says, when I was very young, like a kid and innocent, whatever I used to say in my mind used to come true. Yes, because you are the manifester. You are the manifester. I love you too, Doug. I love you too. Hey, education, I'm down. I'll see you there, friend. Why not? Imagine if you're an awakened soul. Like if you listen to me, you're a semi, if not fully awakened soul. Now, I know there's always learning and growing to happen. I know this. I'm not saying, oh, I'm here. No, I'm saying I'm learning and I'm growing. But I also know that I am Christ consciousness. Okay. I am source energy. I is God without religion. Okay. So I'm going to put religion in there. 3, you don't need to be prayed for because you're gay. Do you feel sad about being gay? What taught you that you were gay? What told you that you were gay? I like watching your live because you're always joyful. I am joyful. Yes, the manifestation comes when you are in alignment with that narrow path. Yes, Zibula, and it is extremely narrow. Holy pickles! It is extremely narrow. But when you are the light, and when you acknowledge that you are the light, game changer. Game changer. Okay? Yes, God bless our gay friends. Yes. When I was 17, I was experiencing the manifestations, but massive gap of development. I had to break of chains of toxic dynamics to get back into the narrow path this year. Daisy, being gay could be natural. Listen, when I was in from 2nd to 6th grade, I have massive amounts of thoughts and dreams about being a boy, having a penis, sexual things. Do you understand? And I grew up being a girl and having 7 children. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. It really isn't. We have both male and female inside of us at the same time. What do you, if you say, okay, say you're a male, right, who believes I should be a girl, okay? That only means that your feminine energy inside of you is stronger than your male energy. Balance them, and you will become neither female or male. It freaking says that in the book of Thomas, y'all. The book that they took out of the Bible because it was repetitive. No, it's because it had deep knowledge. And I think it's interesting that they did these things. They removed these books out of the Bible even after reading the verse. Woe to them who add to or take away from this book, because their damnation will be given. Why would you even choose to do that? Why? Because they think they're more powerful than source. Who is that? The darkness. And then when you realize that God created both the darkness and the light, that's a mind F and a half. Because why? To watch us scurry around here? I don't know. Okay, I'm going. Let's see. Jew says they don't go to heaven. Boo-boo, heaven is inside of you, Jew. I'm coming back to that narrow path. Good, Kay. And we're here. We're here doing it. Belief in God is natural, but irrational. Irrational because there's many minds thinking that their belief in God is the right belief, instead of understanding that we're all different people with our own beliefs believing in God. God blesses everybody, Jew. God sees people from above. He doesn't see you for what you did and what you've done. What you do and what you have done in this life gives you karma, which means you reap what you sow. If you're an asshole to somebody, people are going to be a-holes to you. Understand? You reap what you sow. If you are kind to people, people are going to be kind to you. That's the thing. So just be kind to everybody, because you do not know when you're entertaining an angel. Zebula said, I met a gay man who beat cancer 4 days before witnessing to him about the gospel, and I told him that God separates the sin from the person. Exactly. Right? We are clear and free already. It says in the Bible that if you keep crucifying Jesus, right, you're putting him, what do they say? They say, oh God, what do they say? When you continue to put Jesus on the tree, you continue to crucify him daily and put him to shame. And the Bible also says, move away from the word the Bible. It says that. Move away from the words of the Bible and find what is written in your heart. God said, I place a new covenant with man, and I place it in their hearts and in their minds and in their soul. Jesus says to love your God with all your heart, mind, and soul is the first commandment. Can you not see how these tie together? We have been led astray. I say, forget the programmers. Stop giving them attention. Stop watching the news. They're just trying to keep you in fear, because when you are in fear, you are easily manipulated. It's time to wake up. Shiva Shakti. Yes, Shiva Shakti. Gender identity is a spectrum. Sure, I like that. It's Judaism. Sure, why not? Not Christian. Sure, why not? All is created by source. Gender idea is a male and female. If you commit sin, then what? If you commit sin, you reap what you sow. Do you understand? When you realize that you're Christ consciousness, you will not hurt anybody. You will not think maliciously about anybody, because you know that you are cursing them. You are interfering in their existence of life, the natural organic unfolding of their existence. We're all here to learn these things. You are perfectly made and then taught and programmed that you are not enough. It is a lie. Stop believing the lies. Irrational here, this means illogical. Illogical. Jew says God does not bless them. Why would he bless someone that he would never let into heaven? Okay, where's the kingdom of heaven? Jew, we won't talk for a minute. I was going to go, but this is important. Where is the kingdom of heaven? Where does Jesus say the kingdom of heaven is? We got 1 Corinthians. I love Corinthians, so this is cool. 6. Now you're talking about the laying. You're talking about the sexual stuff, correct? So the kingdom of heaven is inside of you. And the reason why a person who is having sex is a male and having sex with a male, gay, right? Now, I'm not talking about the feeling of inside of them that feels gay. I'm not going to read any more comments. I'm going to do this one and then I'm going to get out of here because my husband is waiting. A gay person has unbalanced male and feminine, masculine and feminine energies inside of them. If our temple, like we were talking about earlier, is not in perfect alignment, we cannot access the kingdom of heaven. If a male physical body believes it is a female, it is because their male frequencies, whatever, inside of them is predominant. That's the word, right? Predominant. Okay, which means they're not in balance, y'all. So no, you are correct. That verse is correct, but the meaning that has been put behind it is false. The reason why they cannot access the kingdom of heaven, being a gay person, is because their inside male and female is not balanced. You must be balanced to reach the kingdom of heaven, which is inside of you. Okay? God is a spirit. To worship God, you must be in the spirit. How can you be in the spirit if your temple is not cleansed? If you have poop in your temple, God cannot reside there, for it has to be pure. I hope that you can understand that, and I hope that made sense. Okay? And now we're going to reread this. Okay. Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust and do not go? What? Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust? It's telling you that the law is unjust. You hear that? Pay attention. And not before the saints. It's telling you shouldn't go in front of the law for this. You should go to the saints, because the saints are in alignment and the law is not. Do you not know that the saints shall judge the world? Question. And if the world shall be judged by you, which we shall not do, unless you are saintly, which means you are in alignment. Okay? It says, do you not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Hold on. I gotta get some food here too. Question. Know ye not that we shall judge angels? Question. Interesting, right? It's the more you know and the more you grow, you understand that it's all a part of the one which you are. Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life that we will judge? If then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the church. Okay? It's telling you that the lower people of the church judge the things of this world because we are not part of this world, so why would we judge this world? The people who judge this world are the ones who are in this world, which are the lower ones who don't have eyes to see it. I speak to your shame. Is it so that there is not a wise man among you? Ayo! No, not one that shall be able to judge between his brethren. Question. I say question because it's a question mark at the end. But brother goeth to law with brother, and that before the unbelievers. Right? Do you see what it's saying? It's saying, no, you don't even take your issues to God anymore. You take them to each other, which, yeah, obviously we're all God inside of ourselves. But when we're not in alignment, we are not that. It's only when you're in alignment because you can see with clear eyes. You don't judge, you love. Now therefore, there is utterly a fault among you because you go to the law one with another. Why do you not rather take the wrong? Why don't you say, oh, yeah, my bad. I did you dirty. I'll try not to do that again because we're learning and growing. Do you understand? Why do you not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Right? Everybody walks around with these crazy masks. Drop your masks. Nay, you do wrong and defraud, and you do that to your brother. Know you not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? The unrighteous cannot inherit the kingdom of God. Be not deceived, okay? And then there's a colon, which it's going to tell you how you can be deceived. Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor I wish I had my dictionary, nor effeminate, because I don't know what that means, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous. Covetous means taking more than what you need. Nor drunkards, right? Alcohol, evil spirits up in there, brothers and sisters. Nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God. None of those should inherit the kingdom of God, okay? And such were some of you, but you are washed clean. I was one of those, but I haven't washed clean, okay? And sanctified. But you are justified in the name of the Lord Jesus and by the Spirit of our God. God is a spirit. To worship him, you must be in the Spirit. All things are lawful unto me. Everything you can do, it doesn't matter. You can choose to do anything. Are all things good for you? No. Are all things going to lift you up? No. But that doesn't mean you can't do them. You can do them if you want to. This is your life. How do you experience God's creation? All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Be in the world, but not of it. Shaboom, shebang. Okay? Meats for the belly and belly for the meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Now the body is not for fornication, but for the Lord, and the Lord for the body. It's quite interesting, isn't it? It says nothing about marriage. It says about fornication. Have you ever heard of your sexual secretions? Hold on to that power and see where it takes you. That's what they're referring to. And God hath both raised up the Lord and will also raise up us by his own power. Hallelujah. The ascension is for you as well. The resurrection is for you as well. It's not just for Jesus. Y'all been lied to. Come on. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Christ? Shall I then take the members of Christ and make them the members of a harlot? God forbid. You are Christ. What does it say? It says, meditate upon these things until Christ be made manifest within you. That's from the Bible. That's what we believe in, huh, Christians? What? Know ye not that he which is joined to a harlot is one body, for two saith he shall be one flesh. But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. Do you understand that? One cannot sin on the inside of their body. It's only outwardly. The flesh, not the I, that is God and will be God forever. You have been programmed to see things a different way. But he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. Okay? What? And he's saying it like, what? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which you have from God, and that you are not really your own? That's what blasphemy is that you think, just like the king of Babylon, that whatever is happening in your life, the good or the bad, is done by you. Oh, you're so special. No, you're not. Release control and see how you're really supposed to live your life. For ye are bought with a price. Therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which is God's. Oh, I feel the Holy Ghost running through my veins. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for telling me to read 1 Corinthians chapter 6. It was super good. Okay. No, Jew, I am not the pusher of propaganda or agenda. I read the Bible as it was said. Right? But what does the Bible also say? It's not for a single interpretation. It's for many interpretations. We have been programmed the wrong way. Why do you think Jesus said his burden was light? Think about this. Jesus said, my burden is light. Do you think he really meant that his burden wasn't heavy? Maybe, but also just maybe his burden is light, as in make your eye single and your whole body will become a temple of light. There's more to see here. Stop following the masses. It is the blind leading the blind. They have no idea where they are going. There are many stumbling blocks in front of them, and they are in darkness. Although I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for my Lord is with me. I love you, and we're going to make it happen, even if it's one by one through those pearly gates. The ascension is upon us. It's time to learn who you are. I love you. Goodbye.